Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Bringing him out, the 3rd overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Ryan to throw. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. They're led out by the former 3rd-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down, ball on the 10. Again, it's Williams. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get the 3rd manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That's good for a Colts.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Out quick, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Grover Stewart never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Wilson.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
On second down, it's Taylor.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
When we draw defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So the Broncos coming out now. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Trying to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Rodgers on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
A good pickup there. 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos have taken the lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Slant pass hauled in by Campbell.
He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Harris Campbell, 75 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
This one tied at 14 now
as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Rodgers to return it. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts are set up well as they take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. And the last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They run it again with Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw left side, complete to QT. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards of the play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Here's Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
And as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. Kiki QT, 75 yards. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they're winning 7 now, 28-21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts. Once again at their own 37-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd, wouldn't even matter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Ryan. Got an open man, it's QT. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Now Gordon on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Ryan to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. On third down, Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a...
Now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom.
Let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home, victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bang in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pointers. Yeah, homies, I'm pointers. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bring it home, victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make it remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put...
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me. Greenfield's finest. DJ Drama. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Got so many memories that I made on Castle Road. I done gained the world. I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy think they with me. Yeah. Crazy think they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah. God power from my head and my feet. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows and we really, boy, you is not even, man. We do. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling drugs. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God. winning. Yeah, crazy thing that with me. Run up on me, man, and show you gon' see. I do not chase, I just attract what's in. I'm screaming Campbell and still hit the dance and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it. I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. See what lies ahead of me, helping it. Get peace with this past. Little bitty regular to that pack. 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice to my granddad before he look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth,